I'm also going to publish this poll so everybody can kind of see where we're looking at on the poll. So we kind of got a vast experience as far as everybody having a little bit of understanding or maybe a little or not. So you can kind of see what we got going on there. So I think this is a really, really good a representation of MQTT and what's going on in our industry with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So like I mentioned, we are recording. So I am Brian Klein, EasyIO Technical Solutions Manager in the Americas. We have Gina Elliott, Business Director in the EasyIO Americas. We also have the legend, SK Fu is on. He's going to be the one that's actually doing the webinar. So we're super happy that he's going to be doing this for us. Quick little housekeeping things. First off, you guys do have in your Zoom meeting toolbar thing on your screen, you have the ability to provide chats and question and answer, raise hands, that type of stuff. So we will be monitoring that. So feel free to ask any questions as we go through. We will probably open up at the very end of the webinar, just a very public question and answer session. But if something piques your interest as we're going through and you don't want to hold it to the end, definitely feel free to post it into the question and answer. At this point in time, everybody is muted and we're going to keep it that way. That way, you know, we don't have a lot of background noise or echoing and stuff like that. So, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So Fu, I'll go ahead and pass it off to you. And you want to go ahead and get at it, buddy.
Hi, thank you, Brian. Can everybody hear me clearly? All good? Brian, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, good. Okay, good. Thank you. So I assume everybody can view the screen right now, the EasyIO logo and the white background. Okay, just good morning to North America, good afternoon to Europe, and good evening to Asia, I assume. Okay, good to have everybody on this webinar. In fact, this is my first actually doing a webinar for this kind of training or introduction. Okay, so as for today's webinar, it's actually we are going to talk about our so-called anticipated feature, which is the MQTT. I'm not too sure how many of you understand or know about MQTT, but I'll try my best to use layman terms, to use some, you know, daily phrases, your day in, day out activity to explain what is MQTT, okay? All right, so I'll just start with a few slides here I have here. Okay, let me just, okay. So what is MQTT? MQTT is just a very simple protocol, which is a web service, okay? It's getting very popular nowadays. Everybody is trying to, in fact, every industry is trying to adopt this protocol in system interoperability, sorry, okay? What is the good thing here about MQTT is the protocol is so simple. It can be implemented in a very, very simple or maybe low-end device. Doesn't really need a really powerful processor. Okay, so with this particular MQTT, you know, everybody can publish or send out or share data across the internet easily. Okay, information can be easily available to anyone, okay, at their fingertip. All right, so this MQTT, okay, it is supported by our FS and FW series. Okay, I believe everyone, most of you know about our FS32, the so-called newly launched FS20. We do have our FW range, 1408, as well as the VAV. And the latest addition to the FW family is the FW28. Okay, all right. Okay, so what is MQTT? So MQTT consists of a few components. All right. The first one is the broker. Okay. Second one is the client. The third is the message. And the message going through and back the broker between the client and the broker is what we call the publish and subscribe. All right. As you can see, I have a different term there in this slide here. Okay. So let me try to make it simple in your daily life. So the broker is just like, okay, if you have a family, you, your wife, and a few kids, okay? So the broker is actually the mommy, your wife, all right? Why? The wife keeps all the secret between you and the wife, between the kids and the wife, right? The wife, the mommy, the mom know everything about the family. Okay, so your kids don't talk directly to you. You are busy working, right? Maybe your wife is the one who's taking care of the kids, sending them to school, picking them up, okay, and whatsoever, okay? So your kids are going to tell all kind of different stories, their school activities to the mommy. And by end of the day, the daddy comes home. Dad don't go direct to kids, right? They don't usually the dad don't go directly to the kids asking them how's your day and blah blah blah. But in fact, they will ask the wife, so how's the kids today? What is happening? Okay, so that's just my metaphor of MQTT. All right, so the broker, the mommy is keeps everything. She has all the information. All right. Okay, so get back to our technical terms. All right, the FS and FW or the MQTT that we have included in our controller do support few types of broker. Okay, we do support the Mosquito open source of broker. We do support Mosquito broker such as a Cloud MQTT. We do support Hive MQ, okay, which is originally ported using the Mosquito source code. We do support Amazon Web Services. Okay, some of you might know it as AWS. We do support Microsoft Azure, okay, by Microsoft. We do support Google, not Google, sorry, typo there, okay. So we do support Google Cloud Platform as well. Okay, so next screen is just showing that this is a working, so-called working example. This was a screenshot taken from my phone, okay, running an app called MQTT Dash, which is a MQTT dashboard. And this dashboard is actually a client. Again, it's an MQTT client connecting to a broker or a field broker requesting for data. All right. With the MQTT, I can monitor, okay, all these pieces of information anywhere from the world, from anywhere in the world. Okay, I can even perform control as well. That's right. Okay, so that's all for my presentation. Running the slides. All good, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, sir. No, I've not seen any questions or anything come through, so keep on keeping on, buddy.
Okay, good. All right. So just let me know if there's any question. I can just pause for a while. I'll try to answer that question. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. So let me close this slide here. Oh no. Wait. Let me reposition the thing here. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me just reposition this bar here. Okay, I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. Okay. Brian, can you see my CPT graphic screen now?
Yep, we sure can.
Okay, so all right, good. So I'm sharing the correct way. Okay, so I have a so-called FS controller connected to my home right now, network. It is wired to my home router. I've configured the IP address, the gateway, and especially the DNS. Okay, in order for the FS to be able to connect to the internet. So first thing first, before you would like to try, you like to test, look at the MQTT in our controller. Okay, the controller must have a valid or internet connection. Okay, that's number one. Number two, make sure your controller time clock, okay, the real-time clock is synced to the current time. Regardless of which time zone you are, make sure the time is synced, okay? Or else messages or the MQTT engine might not work properly, okay? All right, so how do we get to, sorry, before that, I believe most of you guys know about this so-called home page or graphic page, all right? For those who have been with us following all our updates, you guys do notice that there is a plugin tab or plugin button there, which is a drop-down menu, where you can select or you can open up the MQTT manager and various others of our services. So for today, since it's MQTT 101, I'm just going to go in depth with the MQTT menus. All right. Okay. So clicking on this button here, it will brings you to the MQTT manager setup here. All right. So if you can see, if you look at it, there are three tabs. Okay. On top here, you can see the broker manager, the topic manager, and the message manager. All right. So broker manager, what is a broker manager? Broker manager is actually a place where you create or you set up, you modify your broker's connection. All right. You can have multiple broker, as you can see on my screen. I have right now currently a general MQTT broker, which is connected to a cloud MQTT. This is just a name or just a reference. Okay. This is the host. This is the URL of that particular a broker. And by the way, this broker is running in our office, okay, and I'm connecting so-called remotely, okay, to this URL here, and the MQTT port is 1883, which is a very generic port, okay, which is TCP. All right, this is a WebSocket or a web port. Okay, so different broker such as Hive MQ, they might have different port number. Okay, so-called if you can even create or register yourself to this so-called online broker or service, which is hosted by Cloud MQTT. They do provide a free account for you guys to run some tests. Okay, I would recommend you guys to run this so-called MQTT test using Cloud MQTT. All right, to me that is the easiest way for you to set it up, for you guys to monitor, for you guys to troubleshoot. All right, so I'm not going to really go too deep into the Cloud MQTT registration. You guys can go through the website and take a look at it. Make sure you guys select the free tier or the free broker or the free service. All right. So the second one, as you can see, it's the Amazon. All right. If you look at here right now, let me just switch between the this general broker and the Amazon broker. As I mentioned just now, different type of broker, different type of services. They might have different way of connecting to their broker. All right. As I mentioned, the Cloud MQTT, it's a very, very simple connection properties here. They just require the host, which is a URL, the port number, a unique client ID. Okay, maybe I forget to mention that. So every connection or in general, every client that it's connecting to a broker okay, requires a unique ID, which means, for example, if you have two FS controller, okay, connecting to a same broker, okay, FS controller number one client ID cannot be the same as your FS number two. Okay, so if you name or if you give the client ID for your first controller as a FS 32, make sure you give it a unique identifier. All right. So for example, such as this. Okay, I'm just going to I just gave it a simple ID, a simple name. Okay, in MQTT protocol as well, most of the properties, most of the settings, they do not allow space. All right, they do allow underscore, they do allow dot and a few other characters. So this our MQTT engine here do prompt, do let you guys know if you guys are setting up, while setting up, you guys did something wrong or it is not acceptable. Okay, it is not accepted by the engine. All right. So again, for this cloud MQTT, okay, so happens that this particular broker do not require a username and password. All right. So this is not a real secure broker. Okay. So it depends to you. There are free services which do not comes with authentication. There are free brokers, free services that comes with authentication with some security, but limited resources or limited publish or subscribe that you can perform. Okay, so again, it depends to you. All right. In other words, there's no such thing as free service at the moment right now. I would say for testing purpose, you guys can use any free service, no problem. Okay. Okay, come back. Let's look at the difference. Look at the general MQTT broker here. Look at the Amazon. All right. So the broker name, again, this is just a reference for my own reference. As you can see, instead of the host, instead of a URL, Amazon, they call it endpoint. Instead of a device ID or whatever it is, Amazon, they call it client ID. All right. Instead of username and password, Amazon uses a different way in order to a different way to authenticate or to establish the connection. So Amazon uses 3 certificates. All right. The first one is what we call the root certificate or the CA file. The second one, what we call it is a certificate file, which is a public key. And then the third one is the key file. All right. So the key file is actually a private key. All right. So usually the CA file, the certificate file, it's very commonly used. You can share with anybody, but not the private key, which is a key file here, because this is what makes your connection secure. All right. This so-called certificate here determine or you know how should I say, make you yourself to make sure you are the one who is connecting to it. All right. Okay, this is just some example. Okay, just bear in mind that different broker has different terms. Okay, as long you guys got hold of the terms, got hold of the what we call it, the settings, it's easy. All right. Okay. Anyway, yes, Brian.
Question. So there's a question about the host URL. Is that automatically generated when you go to like Cloud MQTT, or in this case, the endpoint AWS? Is that that host URL automatically generated?
Okay, no problem. Since there's a question, allow me, give me some time. All right. So I have registered myself to this so-called Cloud MQTT service here. All right. Okay. Should be this one. Okay, so it depends, all right, but usually they are all automatically generated. For example, these are the few instances, okay? You can have multiple instances in a broker service, okay? Or it depends. It all depends on that part, the service provider, okay? So as you can see, this instance here is called Postman. This is the URL, okay? So this is what you need to copy and put it into the host. This is the URL for Cloud MQTT. This is the username. This is the password. Okay? This is the non-secure port. This one here. Okay? Remember I mentioned just now, different broker, different service provider. Sometimes they use different port. Okay? So this is the one. If it's a secure connection, all right, this is this SSL or the TLS. Okay, this is a second layer of a security. Okay, this is encrypted security. This is a port. Okay, all right. So this, it's very simple. Usually, most of the time, for a general MQTT broker, all this information are easily obtained. All right, such as Cloud MQTT, such as HiveMQ broker. HiveMQ is also another service provider. Okay, so the engine runs on based on the Mosquito Mosquito MQTT source code as well. But this is not. They do have a free service where you can try it out. Okay, you can subscribe to them as well. Okay, let me just look at the public broker here. All right, there you go. There it is. Okay, so for this particular broker here, it is a free service. Okay, so this is the URL. This is the TCP port. This is the WebSocket port. So usually we will be running the TCP port. Okay, whether it's secure or non-secure, it depends. So with this information provided to me, I can say that this provider, HiveMQ provider, provided me a free service, and it is a non-secure connection, a non-encrypted connection. So all your information published, all your information sent to this broker are available publicly. All right? Okay, this is very simple. Let's head back to my Amazon here. So endpoint, how do I get this? How do I get the client ID? Okay, how do I get these certificates? Where do I generate? How do I get generate? Do I get it from the Amazon? Okay, let me share with you. If you look at here, I have all my tabs available here, all right? Okay, let's head to Amazon. How do I register for this? Okay, simply go to Amazon Web Services, register yourself. They do provide a free service, I believe. I can't really remember. Okay, register yourself, and you can go to, you look at, after you register yourself, okay, you should be able to locate the IoT core. Under the Internet of Things, there's this so-called IoT core. So this is where you get started with. Okay, the rest of these are more high level. Okay, in order to have to run or to utilize some of these services, I would say the first thing, you need data. So where does data come from? Data comes from MQTT. All right, so that's where you head to IoT core. This is it. Click into your IoT core. Okay, forgive me for my internet connection, a bit slow here. All right, so this is so-called the home page of my IoT core. This is where you manage your Amazon MQTT or IoT service. You can create devices. Under the manage, you can create devices. All right, in the example I've shown just now, this is the actual device that I've created. You can just create. Okay, I can click into here. This is the, remember, this is the device I've created. Automatically, it brings you to the thing, ARM. All right, this is your device ID, client ID. or ARN number. Okay, again, different service uses different term. To me, it's very simple. The broker, what is the broker URL? The device name, the username and password. All right, make sure it's all. Usually, it's when you go move around between broker, it is always stick to the broker URL, the device ID name or the device name that you have created, the username and password. Okay, but the term might be a little bit different. So Amazon, the device or client ID, they call it as things. All right. So basically, you copy this string here. Sorry. You copy this string here. You go into your broker. It's your client ID. This is the one. Okay. If you can see, yeah, this is the one. All right. Again, each broker connection, all right, or each device can only connect to this Amazon so-called device here. All right, only one device able to connect to these things. All right, some broker they allow multiple device connect or uses this the same credential. Some they do not allow. Okay, I can't really remember for Amazon. Okay, I believe Amazon do not allow sharing your credential. All right, so let's say you have 10 FS controller. All these FS controller would like to publish messages through MQTT to Amazon. In Amazon AWS IoT Core, you need to create 10 FS or 10 things which represent your FS. All right, get back here. Cool. Endpoint. Where do I get this endpoint? So endpoint usually is the common one. All right. Whenever you create an AWS account, there will only be one endpoint, which is let me try to remember. Oh, okay. It's under settings here. This is your endpoint. Copy this string. Okay. So this is US East. Endpoint is the server or the broker URL or the what we call it, the maybe the website address or the server address. Okay, so this is the one. I am using a server from the US East side. I would say maybe New York. I do not know, but this is the endpoint. This is the URL. So this is where I paste it in here. All right. Okay. So quality of service. Yes, Gina.
We have a question.
Sure, no problem.
How would you send MQTT data between two controllers within the same building without relying on a cloud MQTT broker?
Okay. Let me head back to my wait, let me remove this. Let me go back to here. Okay, so the concept of MQTT is there must be a broker and there must be clients. Okay, either one, two, multiple, thousand, it doesn't matter. In order, the MQTT and the entire MQTT protocol or whatever, this service or this feature, there must be a broker. There is no way, there is no direct connection between this client to this client here. Okay, oh, sorry. Client is basically just a device, the end device, sending the information to a middleman, which is the broker, which is your wife. Okay, so there is no way. All right. So for the guy, the person who asked this question, do I answer your question? There's no way at the moment. So just get the whole of the MQTT concept. There must be client. There must be a broker. Client always talks to a broker. Okay. There is no way a client can talk directly to a client. Okay. is MQTT. But if you go into some other web services, there may be. Okay. For example, I do remember I read somewhere. Okay, I did some research. Okay, if anyone heard of Amazon Greengrass. All right. So Amazon Greengrass is sort of like it utilizes MQTT protocol. All right, but it's sort of like eliminates the broker, the requirement of broker. The devices can talk to devices directly, but that is a whole different thing, a whole different feature that we are talking today. All right, all good. All right, so every broker there is a publish interval. So how frequent, how often you wish to publish or you wish to send data, information to the broker. Okay. All right. A quick tour to all these certificates. Remember I said for Amazon, okay, certificates are all provided by Amazon. Where do I get them? Okay, head back to our manage. Go back to our device here. Go to my security. All right. I can say view other options. Create a certificate. How do I certificate file? It's also it depends. Okay, but I would say usually it is a common file as well. Okay, you can upload to multiple controllers. All right, but the key file, which is the private key, I would say this is unique. This is unique. All right, I would say each controller will require one of these. All right, the reason being why is because, oh sorry, you have multiple things here. All right, so it is to distinguish, to make sure only that particular controller is sending data to this particular thing. All right, is that good?
Perfect, thank you. We got one more question, but Ken,
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to the end. He's got a question about scheduling with MQTT, but we'll hold that off until we get towards the end.
Sure, no problem. Okay. Okay, guys, so far clear? This is just an example for Amazon. All right, how about Azure? Okay, look at the difference. This is called endpoint. Azure is called IoT Hub. Amazon is called Client ID. Azure is called Device ID. So different, again, different broker, different term, but it's almost the same thing. All right. So how about Azure? Azure is, again, register yourself to Microsoft Azure. Create go to your IoT core, IoT hub. I can't really remember. Okay, whatever it is, it's the same IoT. Okay, create your device. Okay, let me just try. Go ahead to my services. IoT hub. Sorry, it is not IoT core or not IoT. It is Microsoft. They call themselves IoT hub. All right. So this is the broker. Oh, this is the name of the broker. Okay, you can have multiple broker, no problem. So this is the broker. So skfull azure.demo demo blah blah blah. Okay, this is the IoT hub. This is I paste the IoT hub name here. All right. Get into the IoT hub. It's where I create devices. Where are my devices? Under the IoT devices. All right. It will populate. There you go. This is a device that I created. I can just hit create new, give the device ID, the device a name, and then automatically it generates, it uses the device ID, it generates a primary key, a secondary key. All right, so this is just the key, or should I say this is the username for this service. All right, you will need this. Copy this. This is your user, so-called username. Get into your Azure. Oh, what happened to my Amazon? Okay, I'll look into that later. Did I? Maybe I did something wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Shared access key. All right. So basically, shared access key is this one, the primary key or the secondary key. All right. So Microsoft do not use public key and private key because they have their own so-called unique key here. All right. But they do require a CA certificate or a CA file. Okay, what you need to do is, all right, you grab the CA file from, download it from a website. I can't really remember the website. Okay, sorry. Upload it to the controller. Again, this is a common file. Okay, this is a common file. I can reuse this file for multiple devices. No problem. I can even share it with you guys. If you guys need this, okay, you guys do not know where to get this file, you can drop a mail to Brian. Brian can send it to you guys. No problem. For North America. For Asia Pacific, let me know. Okay, just email me or email William. Okay, we can share with you this file here. Okay, no problem. All right, this is publish interval. Again, this is the same. All right, so far I have completed 3 brokers here. Any question?
Yeah, real quick question. Can we have multiple general MQTT brokers in here? So maybe one being cloud, one being Hive, one being...
Yes, no problem. As long as they are different provider, different brands or whatever you call it. Okay, I can even have multiple cloud MQTT, but different instance. Remember, in my cloud MQTT, I do have different multiple instance. Okay, I do have multiple instance. Yeah, I can have my Postman, I can have my Soldier, I can have my MQTT, everything connecting from this particular FS. No problem. I can have that. All right.
Great.
Amazon as well. You can have the. Wait, let me rethink. No. Amazon. Let me just think. Yeah. Amazon, they only have one instance, I believe. Okay, but different device or different things. So you could have same Amazon endpoint, but different client ID. You can have that. Okay, it's just that all the messages published to the Amazon is going to be routed into different things. That's all. All right. So for Azure, let me hit back here. Yes, because you can have multiple IoT hub here. Can you see that? This IoT hub. I can keep on adding. All right. I can have Azure number 1 connecting to this IoT hub. Azure broker number 2 connecting to a different IoT hub. No problem. Okay, let me get back here. All right, so far so good for Amazon and Microsoft. Any further question? Yep.
I think we're good, Phil. Let's go and keep
Okay. All right. So just let me know, Brian. Okay, or you can arrange the question. No problem.
We'll do.
Okay. The third one. Okay. The third one, I would say it is the most complicated one, which is Google. All right. I myself find Google is the most complicated one. All right. Okay. I purposely left it out. Okay. I do not create it. So let's create it. Okay. Or before that, first thing first, I need to set up everything in Google first. All right. I have created what we call a project. All right. In Google, under the IoT core, see, a different name. I hate MQTT. Different brand, different name. Why can't they use the same name? All right. So IoT core. I created a project. I can have multiple projects in Google. This is the project ID. Once I created this project, this is the project ID. I need this. Okay? So this is my URL. This is my host. This is my website. All right? Go. Add a broker. Just give it a name. GCP, Google Cloud Platform. What type it is? A Google Cloud broker. Let's start to put in all the information required. Okay. Project ID, remember? Oh, sorry. Wrong tab. This is the project ID. Whenever you create a project, it automatically generates a project ID for you. So, copy this string. Paste it in here. All right. Registry ID. What is a registry ID? Once you create a project, you need to create a registry ID. Okay. So what is a registry ID? There you go. Okay. This is my register ID. It's called EasyIO REG. This is just a name. All right. I've created that. If you create a different register with a different name, make sure you copy this. Oh my God. This string here, whatever. Okay. It is called EasyIO lower caps R uppercase EG. There you go. And then devices. I need to create devices. All right. Google call it devices. Amazon, they call it things. Azure, they call it whichever they like. I can't remember. All right. Too many terms for me to remember. Okay. So I have two. Let's create another one. Create a device. SK full MQTT 101. All right. Create it here. Device combination, yep, allow, blah, 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 blah. Authentication, optional. In fact, this is not really optional. This is, to me, this is compulsory. I will come back to here, all right? I'll come back there. Where's my create? Create. Let me, I need to move this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Create this. Okay, it needs some time. So, what is my device ID? What do you call it? I can't remember. What is it? Yeah, device ID. Oop. I lost. Did someone just turn off the mic? I believe. Brian, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still got you, Fu. No problem.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, someone muted. Oh, thank you. So this is much more clearer. Okay. Come back. Device ID. All right. For Google, device ID. Oh, sorry. Is this string here. Copy this. Paste it here. Okay. So this project was created under my which server? Should be the US server. All right. Okay. So next, again, if you look at all these three main players, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, they all require certificates. For Amazon and Microsoft, you grab the certificate from somewhere else and you upload it into the controller. Okay? But for Google, it's a little bit different. You have to self-generate the CA file. You have to self-generate the certificate based on the CA file you generated. You have to generate your private key based on your public key with your CA file. Okay? Again, Google certificates are self-generated. You have to do everything yourself. All right. So far, I have not seen or found website any developer that so-called. All right. I do know a more a higher level certificate generator, which is using the OpenSSL. All right, you need to download the OpenSSL program, install it into your computer, launch the console, command console. You have to run a series of command line and blah, blah, blah. And it is not me. Okay, I'm not that guy. Okay, I believe, I'm not too sure. Maybe Brian is the guy. Okay, hopefully Brian is the guy. So Brian, you can help the entire North America region. Okay, but not me. So what we have done here, okay, EasyIO, what we have done, we have created the generator built in the FS or even the FW, all right? So it's a one-click thing. So what you're going to do is click generate. It opens up a different tab, okay? So in the meantime, the so-called certificate generator, it is generating the certificate and it is uploaded to the controller. Okay, so before that, come back to our so-called new tab here. So this tab here is actually generating the private key. All right. So again, this is generating the private key. The private key is where you do not share this key with your other people. Okay, this is your identity. This is your passport. You don't share this information out. Okay, so I can simply click generate. All right, it generated a bunch of characters. Nobody understand. Okay, this is a very, very so-called high or large encryption. What you need to do is copy the entire string. Okay, beginning from the first dash, copy the entire thing. Okay, hit back to your. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. This key or whatever string here, okay, it's required in your Google cloud here. Okay, so basically you are telling the Google Cloud Platform there will be a connection coming into the Google Cloud Platform with this project ID, with this register ID, with this device ID, okay, and go ahead back to our authentication, and with this key here. Oh, sorry, this is a public key. I'm so sorry. Public key. Wait, let me. Yes, sorry, public key, not private key. All right. So this is your so-called what do you call it? A key. Okay, public key. So what you're gonna need to do is again, copy the entire string, head to your device itself, add a public key, enter manually, select RS256. 256 sorry, 256 big X509 certificate. Paste the entire string here, okay, inclusive of this here, okay, everything, make sure. All right, and you can even specify in GCP. Wait, hang on. You can even specify in GCP whether to have an expiry date on this key. All right. to make it more secure. It's up to you. So in this so-called demo, I'm just going to leave it as won't expire. Add this key there. All right. So you have registered the public key into the Google platform, GCP, Google Cloud Platform. All right. So far, this is done. Okay. Hit back here. All right. Remember, I said it will generate a series of files and upload it to the controller. Simply click there. It is RSA cert private key. Where is the hang on. Okay, let me just say CA file. Oops, where's my CA file? This is Azure. This is Amazon. Okay, I'm missing the CA file. Doesn't matter. So this is my public key. This is my private key. All right, CA file. I can't remember. It's supposed to generate that. Anyway, doesn't matter. You can upload it. Okay, I do have that here. Where is it? Google. That's my root. Okay, sorry. Now I remember. Sorry. So this so-called root CA file or whatever CA file, it is available. You can download this from Google. Okay, there's a link that I put in my user guide. Okay, so click it there. All right. Your publish interval. Hit OK. All right. Hit OK. So it takes all the changes. All right. So far, any question for all the 3 types of broker?
I think for right now, Food, I think we're doing good. Let's go ahead and keep moving due to time constraints on this.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. There are a couple questions, but I'll take care of them.
Okay, no problem. Okay, sorry, this is supposed to be a 1 hour. Maybe I talked too much. Yeah, too long. I did not talk to people. It's been 14 days at home, talking to my walls. All right?
No problem. We're kind of in the same boat, bud. So
yeah, I believe that the whole world, okay, everybody is working from home, talking to the wall, talking to the computer. All right, so I've completed all the brokers. The next page I'm going into to talk about is topics. Okay, remember MQTT, all my messages, they are all published to what we call a topic. All right, a topic can be freely defined. Okay, it depends to a broker. Some broker, they have a dedicated topic for you. Some broker, you can freely so-called define. Okay, so I'm just trying to speed up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to show maybe what is this? This is okay. Maybe this is to my office. I think I can get that. I'm not too sure. All right. I'll okay. Maybe let's use Amazon. Okay. Let me just use Amazon. Okay. I'm going to publish all my information to a topic. This is a topic that I specify. Okay, I can just click add here, add a topic. Okay, give it a name, give it a topic path. All right, so this I can't remember what's the limitation. Okay, it should be 32 characters. I can't really remember. Okay, define a topic. Okay, you select whether it's a publish or subscribe. Okay. Then we head to our message manager. Message manager is where we construct our message. All right. So that's where we create a new topic tree. All right. I've created this. Okay. This is my topic tree. All right. I will go to my points. I can say select this particular point. Okay, again, if you look at it, this is my Sedona structure here, or my controller structure. Whatever objects I have created within the controller, it will all populate in this sidebar here. All right. I can say flow. Okay, I would like to publish this flow. Okay, it will the middle pane will populate all the properties or all the slots for this particular object. So I would say out. Okay, I would say flow demo. I would say add in. Oh, sorry, I should have selected that. Okay, flow demo. All right, I can say add. Okay, to this particular topic tree here. All right, and you can go on. All right, you can even create folders if you want your points, your data to be folder, to be structured. Okay, I can just say here, I can say folder 01. Okay, I can create a new folder, folder 02. All right, in this particular folder, I can just put in points, add it into that particular folder. If I'm all good, all right, I can preview my message structure. All right, so it will look something like this in JSON format. Maybe I did not mention MQTT is a publish message publish or subscribe in JSON format. All right, so this is how it looks like my messages. All right. Okay, so once I'm satisfied with whatever it is, I can just say save. All right, every time when I hit save, okay, the so-called MQTT engine will restart itself. Okay, we do provide a log viewer here. You can just click here. It opens up a log window. Okay, you can say refresh here. Okay, in fact, right now I can see from all these messages, the MQTT engine is restarting. Okay, depends on which model you are trying performing this task. For FS, it might take approximately 10 to 15 seconds. For FW, it might take a bit longer, maybe 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, for the MQTT to completely restart itself. Okay, I can just keep on hitting refresh. Okay, all right. So whenever I start to see this part here, no, maybe here. Okay. All right. So these are all success messages, success transaction. All right. Well, what you can see here is that the controller is going to perform a data API query according to my message structure, according to my points that I've defined. It will grab the value and publish to this particular broker, to this particular topic. All right. And this is the message. This is the entire message. All right. Since just now I have published it to an Amazon, right? I publish it to Amazon and publish it to this topic here. I can just simply copy this. All right. Another thing I like, I prefer Amazon is that Amazon provide a so-called online MQTT client where I can use it, all right, to test, to make sure my connection, my message publish is successful. So every client can be publisher and can also perform subscribe. So right now, what I'm doing here is that I'm launching an MQTT client in Amazon. It's just like another client, but instead of publish, I'm going to subscribe to a topic. Okay, I can just say subscribe to a topic. All right. So every 15 seconds interval, I would say, I think so. Yep. This is the message that is published to this particular broker. All right. So if you have all the points, whatever message has been publishing to a different type of different topics, okay, you can all monitor here. So once you get all this information, that's where you can come to the other web services to perform whatever stuff would you would like to do. You can trend them, you can store all the data historically, you can manipulate the data, build dashboard, build blah blah blah, whatever it is. All right. Okay, as I said, what's the use of MQTT, right? So right now it's maybe you guys can get the whole picture. All right. How do we connect a building automation controller protocol or data to an IT service? Okay, try calling the Amazon guy or the IoT guy or the web publisher, web developer. I will send you the data in a backnet format. Do you think they understand? No. But MQTT, everybody is adopting it. All right. In fact, I've shown you all the major players: Amazon, Microsoft, Google, which other player? They are all way ahead in IoT, in MQTT. All right. Okay. So where is my? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. These are all the messages. Okay. So intervally every 15 seconds. Still, this is at 12 seconds. This one should be at 10 seconds. Sorry. So the interval set is 10 seconds. So 12. This is 22. So every 22 seconds, the controller will publish all these messages. Okay. You can have multiple topics. Okay. Every broker that you create here, you can have multiple topics. Okay. You can publish to different topics, not necessarily to this topic. Maybe you say the first one you would like to name it as HVAC. The second topic you would give it a path, electrical, plumbing, or whatever it is. Okay, I'm just giving some example. All right. So far, so good. Everybody good? Any questions?
Nope. So far, we've answered them all as they've been coming in. So
all right. Okay. All good. All right. So make sure you guys click the log viewer. All right. Look at all these debug messages. It is very, very helpful. Okay. From here, I get to know. Okay. Amazon. Okay. I'm publishing to my Amazon broker successfully. I am okay for Google. You see, the connection is successful, but there is no publishing because I have not. See, from here you get to know there is no topic defined. All right. Okay, for Cloud MQTT, yep. Okay, it is successfully published to Cloud MQTT to this particular topic. This is the message. All right. Always look at the log viewer. All right. Okay. I think so far I have covered most of features or configuration for MQTT. All right. So the last part that I'm going to try to cover, maybe I need to go a little bit quicker. All right.
No, so real quick, do me a favor.
Yes.
Would you mind showing the log viewer? I think it's just that button right there at the top. Would you mind going to the log viewer? How do you get to the log viewer? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So let me just close this. Okay. So you are in the so-called MQTT manager, right? All right. Can anyone see my log viewer, my pointer? All right. I hope everybody can see my pointer. All right. So just click it. It will just launch a different tab. And start tab, and there you go. These are all the logs, and the logs are all arranged latest first or top. All right, but it is not a live log. Okay, somehow you still need to hit refresh in order to get the latest debug messages. All right, look at the time. Okay, the time is actually UTC time, which is UTC 0, which is London time, I believe. All right, like right now is UTC. All right, so they are 8 hours off. Okay, my time it's 12 midnight. 12 minus 8 is 4. So there you go. It's 4 p.m. in London, I believe. All right, so make sure again the first thing first, I did mention before I start the configuration, make sure the controller time is correct. Okay, different broker has different way of monitoring or to view the debug messages. Okay, Amazon is built in. Amazon is built in. Everything is here. Simple click. Azure, it's more high level. You have to run a certain blah 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 PowerShell, you know, PowerShell command line, and you have to run a series of commands and blah 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 and so on. Okay, before you are able to look at the publish messages or receive messages. All right. So for right now, this controller is publishing to a topic called event, publishing just 2 points, or sorry, 3 points. Okay, my flow, my temp, my set point. Okay, as you can see, the values are all different, which means this is the latest. Okay, for Google, for Google, okay, this is terrible. Okay, there is no way of you getting get to know if your message is published successfully. All right, the only way for you to get to know if your message is published successfully, it's through the log viewer here. Okay, if you say success published to topic blah 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 is your Google broker, then you are good. Okay, I can only get to know when it is last received telemetry event here. Can you see that? Yep. This is the only thing that we can determine if the message is successfully connected to Google. All right. So Google is a little bit more complicated. Okay. Anyway, Brian is available to help. I am always available to help. Okay. Brian is recording this video. All right. You can play back. Listen to my beautiful voice.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. What is the variable tab in the message manager there?
Wait. Oh, here. You mean here?
Yes.
Okay. So message editor is where you construct your message, right?
Right.
Okay. Preview. It's for you to look at how the message you have construct. Okay. So point. Oh, there's a folder here. You can see that this this icon here shows that there is a folder. Under folder, there's another point. So it's just a preview. Okay, just for you to double check to make sure the structure is correct. All right. You can even have multiple. You can have subfolders in folder. No problem. Okay, there's no problem for that. Yes, Brian.
What about on the far right hand side next to your device data?
Okay.
You have variables.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right.
No
So these are device data. These are points within your controller. There are some broker, okay, some service, maybe some standards. They would like to have additional information which is not available from here, such as the first thing, units, the engineering units, right? So for example, okay, this is called folder. The point is called flow, and then the value is this. This is the value. Okay, but you would like to include as well the units. I can go to my variable. I can say add in a label. Okay, it's called units. Okay, value is CFM. All right, I can say, oh, sorry, it's not update. Wrong. Should be here, sorry. Under the folder, a label. It's called units. It's called CFM. Add to it. I would also like to know whenever this message is published to the broker, I would like the timestamp. The timestamp of this point that being published. I can add that. Okay. I can put in various other stuff. Operational. Okay. Whether is this point good or bad. Is the controller good? Is the point valid or non-valid? Valid. All right. So this is the use of variables. Okay. Another thing that I know is that Google have a specific structure, a specific way to construct the message. Okay. They do follow the so-called UDMI scheme. All right, there's this so-called UDMI scheme, the way of you structure this thing here. All right, instead of folder, they will go for topic, just a topic path. They will need for example, like build a site, building, level, service, equipment name, point name, the value of that point, the unit of that point, the timestamp of the point, and so on. All right. So in order to construct that message, that sort of like structure, all right, with just the device data, it is not sufficient. All right. You need to perform variables. You need to add in more variables. Okay. All right. So I have done that. Let's look at my preview. So there you go. Under this one, right? So the folder, this is the point, this is the value, the unit is CFM, the timestamp is the timestamp, operational, it is true, false, the system will automatically determine it. All right? All good? Okay. So far, any question? I see
right,
that.
Next question. What broker do you like using the best as far as features and user experience? I know you mentioned Cloud MQTT as a start. Would you stay on that or would you go to something else?
Okay. Personal. For testing purpose, okay, just for pure MQTT, which means I'm just going to send or just use the broker as a middleman, middleware. I would go for Cloud MQTT. All right, I will send all the information to the Cloud MQTT. Maybe some other device will subscribe to the broker to a specific topic and grab all the information. It's just like point passing. I will go for Cloud. But if you would say extra features, that is very, very subjective. It depends to how should I say? It's really personal preference, okay, or whatever service that they offer. Amazon, they have these kinds of services. Microsoft, they have all these. I don't know. I have not explored everything. Google, they have all this. Okay, but in terms of how should I say, management, or in terms of the ease of configure, I would prefer Amazon. Why? It is called endpoint. It is called things. All right, it is things. Create things. Each things they give you the ARN is very simple. I do not need to create that. Okay, I just need to give it a name. It gives me all this. The most important thing is a certificate. I just download it from them. All right, and also the debugger. The client is an online client. I know I can immediately check if my messages is successful, is published successfully. Azure, again, it uses this stupid thing here. Okay, Google, there's no way of viewing the live messages or publishes or subscribe or whatever it is. Okay.
Great. All right. So we have some more questions rolling in, Fu, but I want to make sure you get through what you want to demo. So I'll
okay. Those. All right, no problem. So I believe for publish, I've gone through everything. Okay. I'm going to try subscribe. Okay. So I am going to show how do we subscribe to from a broker. Okay. So I am subscribing to this broker here. Okay. But I am subscribing from a different topic path. Okay. So let's get back here. I have defined my broker. I have defined my subscribe topic path. The MQTT engine will automatically subscribe to that path, and it will start getting the messages that is being published by someone else. I don't know who published that. All right. Get back to my debugger. Refresh this. Okay, where is subscribe. Let me just check. Oh, I saw it. Okay. Remember I said when it says successfully published, success getting response, publish, and blah, 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 those are published. Subscribe debug is this line here. All right. It will always say on message. On message. All right. So it receives a message from this broker, which is this topic path. This is the entire message. Okay. That's the entire message, right? So this message, how this message get computed is the way you define this, right? Remember? Okay, this is the view here, right? But the actual message looks like just now. Okay, this one. Okay, so how am I going to reuse? How am I going to use this message to write into my controller, to write into my logic? Okay, the first thing first, you must understand the message structure. So I always open up a text file. I will paste that just in case I do not know where's the source, who publishes this, right? So I am going to, oh, sorry, let me just delete that. Let me just grab the entire string, okay? So it's this here, right? Okay, this part here. Copy this, paste it here. I'm going to rearrange it. Message received at this time. It is being received from this broker. On message is received, and it is being received according to this topic path. This is the point. So this is the point name. This is the value. Let me just arrange them nicely. All right. This is the point name. This is the value. Point name, value, point name, value, point name, value. But this is a folder here. I can see it's a bit different here. This is a folder. Folder. In that folder, there is this point. This is the value. This is the point. This is the value. All right. Okay. So for example, I would like to grab this value. I would like to subscribe, or I would like to have this value, okay, to be written into my controller. What I need to do is come back here. Where is my subscribe topic? So this is my subscribe topic. It's called Cloud Topic Subscribe. My message manager. Create a new topic tree. Cloud topic subscribe. Okay. Which object that I would like to have? It's the flow rate, right? But you have to reconstruct the entire structure here. It has to be the exact same structure. It doesn't, not necessarily you have to grab everything. You can just grab partial of the message, but make sure the structure is correctly tabulated. So this point here, it's under a folder called skfu room. So I need a folder called skfu room. Case sensitive. All right, come back here. Okay, and the point name is called flow rate. Okay, so I am going to write into an object called whichever it is. All right, let me just try to grab one. I can't remember if I have something there. Can I have this? This is the in. Ah, okay. Maybe I can have this. No. Maybe set point. Okay, I'll write to this set point here. All right, this particular point. Okay. It's under EasyIO. It's under here. Okay, come back here. The point name, the structure is called flow rate. I have to make sure this one. And okay, you notice that? You everybody get me? Brian, are you following me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay. So again, you have to follow the structure. Okay, this is a folder. This is a point under the folder, and case sensitive. And it's this one. And I'm grabbing that value and I'm writing to this object here. If I'm done, I can hit save. Okay. Again, the service is going to restart. Okay, you will see all this error, blah, 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 terminating this broker connection, terminating that broker connection, give it 10, 15 seconds just to show you that it is really working. Let me connect to my controller through CPT. Okay. So where did I place it? It's under the EasyIO folder. The point is called setp, right? So EasyIO folder, setp. This is the one, okay? So right now the value is 392.4. You can see the value changes, 389. Okay, it changes. It changes now. All right. So I would say every 10 seconds, I would say. Okay. So this value comes from the MQTT broker. How? Why? Because my FS is subscribing to a topic, okay, from that broker. Let's look at my debugger. Debug. Okay. Let's find my on whatever it is. Here, this part here. Okay. This part. Okay, let me just point. On message, my controller received a message from the broker. Cloud MQTT, from this topic, path, the entire message is this. But again, remember, I am only taking this. I am only utilizing, or I'm only grabbing this value and write it to a point. Okay, but what about this? Why does this appear here? Okay, the MQTT engine is intelligent. The MQTT engine knows, hey buddy, I am receiving all sorts of messages. Where do I put this? Where do I put this? Where do I map this to my Sedona? Where do I map this? Okay, you did not define, you did not tell me to map it to which particular object. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to do anything. So this is just a warning. This is not an error. All right, so don't worry. But how about this? Oh, okay, I know you want me to map this value here, okay, to a particular object. So write it. Send it to the in slot. Remember, I put it as the in slot. Let's look at my CPT tools. There you go. 320, 317, just to make sure. Okay, let's keep on refreshing. Okay, the last one here. What was it? Sorry, 315.29. Too fast. Sorry. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe I can resize it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, I've proved my point here. Okay, controller is receiving, okay, data from the broker. All right, guys, all good. Brian, so far so good. Any question from the audience?
Nope, not on that. I think we're good.
Oh, nice, great. Okay, I think I have finished my so-called MQTT 101. Hopefully you guys get hold of it, or else you can replay the video. Any questions? We can start the Q&A now if there's nothing.
Great, absolutely. Well, thanks everybody. We do have the question and answer chat box thing open. If you do want to, if you prefer to ask a question via your phone or your laptop, just do me a favor and raise your hand. There's a little raise hand icon on the Zoom toolbox. And what we'll do is we'll unmute you, let you answer your question, and then Fu will answer it. So while we're waiting for things to come in, there are a couple here, Fu. So is there a maximum amount of points on an FS32 that could be published to MQTT?
Okay, so based on our testing, okay, sorry, let's talk about the limitation first. At the moment, we do not have a limitation impounded. Okay, we did not specify any limitation. All right, so our own testing, let me just try to recall. I can't really remember, but let me try to get into 383. Is it 8383? No. Okay. Anyway, this is just if I'm not mistaken. Okay. We managed to publish approximately 900 points to a single broker. All right, 900 points to a single broker. 900 points. What do I mean by 900 points? Means it's 900 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Yeah, 900 points. Okay, because I do not have the remote connection in here. All right, or else I could share with you guys. Okay. This is the FW. 8181. Okay. So okay, this is my FS. Let me. So this is a controller in our office. Let me just check. Publish. Cloud topic publish. This one. Oh no. Publish. No. This one? No. No. Maybe not this unit. Okay. But anyway, you can see that this controller is subscribing. Okay, the controller is subscribing to approximately 900 points here, I believe, or 500. I can't remember. Okay, there you go. These are all the points that this controller is subscribing.
All right, great. So lots.
Yes. Okay. So it will be at one point you are lost. You will be lost.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
The MQTT implementation and the FW to the FS, is there any main differences between them? I mean, look, feel. I know we talked about there's no limitation. Obviously, the processor's less on the FW, so you probably won't be able to subscribe to 900 or it'd be slow. But I mean, is there any noticeable differences between those two implementations?
Okay. Basically, the answer is no.
Great.
Okay. FS, yep. FS and FW have the exact same MQTT manager. So what you are seeing right now throughout the 1.5 hour, almost 2 hours, is exactly the same for the FW. In fact, I can maybe not this time. Okay, it's the same. It's just that the way to get into the MQTT manager might be different. Okay, because FS you go in through here. All right. Okay, FW might be a different shortcut link or hyperlink. That's all.
Right. Yep. Go into the utility hyperlink, and then there's
yep.
the MQTT manager. Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. Correct.
Great. Do you have or know of any analytic tool for or a dashboard for MQTT? So if you're publishing data to, let's say, the Amazon cloud without using its internal tools thing that you've been showing? Is there some other service that you could potentially use?
You mean MQTT, or this is out of MQTT? Oh, okay.
No, correct. MQTT.
Through MQTT, performing like dashboard and all those stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I do not have a so-called preferred or recommended at the moment. Okay.
No
So
problem.
this one really goes back to the how should I say, the IT guy or the web developer guy or the IoT guy. Okay.
Right.
I'm not really into that yet. Okay. So if you look at the Amazon, they have this analytic, they have Athena, blah 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 blah, whatever it is. Okay. So here. For Microsoft, they have all this stuff here. For Google, it's, I don't know where it is again. I do not know why, but I kind of hate Google's menu or UI, because I do not know how to find all whatever it is. Okay. Oh my God, I do not know. Sorry. Okay. Another part of MQTT, the usage is, I believe everyone heard about AI, artificial intelligence, right? So with all this MQTT, we can even utilize artificial intelligence to control our building, how the performance. Okay, the building performance, reduce the set point or whatever it is. Okay, so we are heading to a different future. All right. Any questions? Would you recommend using MQTT for control? Okay, so there's another question here. I can see that. Would you recommend using MQTT for control? Okay, not for critical equipment, I would say. All right, not for fast reacting controls. For example, I would use it to control, change my set point, to change the common area set point, but I would not use it to change my OT room set point. Okay. Yes, MQTT protocol is lightweight, it's fast, as you can see. All right. We'll come back to, I can see the value is updating pretty fast. But how about the reliability of your internet connection? Okay, that's the important thing. Okay, not for critical equipment, not for critical controls, but for less critical, I would say yes. All right.
All right. Anybody else got any questions? Ken mentioned, he said try the MQTT tool app. So that is something we can actually look into, Ken. So we appreciate the suggestion on that. We'll take a look and see how that looks.
MQTT tool app. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Since Ken brought up this, not sure if anyone has heard of this. There is another third-party open source tool that I've been using as well. It is called MQTT.fx. Okay, it's quite a program. Okay, where I can say I can create a connection to my Amazon. Okay, I can subscribe to a particular topic. Where's my topic? Amazon. This is published. So I'm going to subscribe to this topic. All right. So the controller publishing to the broker through this topic path, but this program here is going to subscribe to my Amazon broker, and that is a topic path. All right. It is just a separate tool here. There you go. Okay. So this is a live so-called debugging tool as well that I often used. All right.
Great. Does the FS retain the last value if the internet goes down? So if you pass a message MQTT, it is persistent?
Yes, it is. Okay. So remember, if that particular object, okay, for example, this is a writable float object, because I'm sending it to the in property slot, right? So the in is persistent whenever you save the Sedona application. All right, so it will remain the last state. Okay, so remember to activate the FS so-called autosave interval. All right, or our FS do have this so-called power failure state as well, right? If you guys know, remember for FS, okay. So for FW, you need to activate the or enable the autosave interval, okay, in order to save the last value.
All right, that's all that's popped in here. So good stuff. I will go ahead and close out then, unless there's any more questions. So Fu, obviously can't thank you enough. Good stuff on the MQTT. Audience, thank you for attending. Obviously, MQTT went a little longer than we expected, but there's a lot of information that's associated with it. So just try to get the concept of the new protocol, how it gets implemented, the different ways we implement it, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So hopefully you got some good information here. We are, like I mentioned, we are recording this webinar, so we will be posting it out so you can review it. And you know, if you missed something that Fu said, you'll definitely be able to pick it up in the rerun of that video. So last thing I'm going to do here before everybody hops off, if you haven't already hopped off, I got one last poll. That last poll is going to be what's next. So basically, I'd like you to allow us or tell us what you want to see. So like I mentioned, we're trying to get these webinars out more frequently. We did hold off for about the past 3, 4, 6 months with obviously getting integrated into JCI and all that's been kind of a big deal for us. So we're just trying to figure out now how to get ramping back up with it. And so let us know what you want to see, and we'll try to accommodate as best as possible. I will tell you that we are planning a kit development for the ones. It looks like we got like a handful of people that want to see kit development. We are going to be planning that one here in the next couple weeks. So that should be pretty cool. We'll have our CTO, Hoon Chiat Lim. He will come on and he'll provide us some kit development webinar, so you can kind of get an idea from very basic of how to get into the kit development environment, then creating a very simple object inside of a kit, and then even going a little bit deeper. So that should be pretty cool. We're pretty excited about that. So what I'll plan on doing, everybody, is I'll leave this poll open just for a little bit longer here, but feel free to hop off if you're done. That's pretty much all we're going to do. We will be sending out emails and stuff with the links for this webinar, as well as future webinars coming up. So thanks, everybody. We really appreciate you, and keep buying some EasyIO stuff. All right, Fu, thanks so much, bud.
Thank you, everyone. So I'll just be stay online while you guys do the poll. In case there's any question pop up, I can just answer them.
All right, we're going to shut it down. Again, thanks, everyone. Have a great week. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next time. Thanks.